it's Kim and welcome back to my channel, Geekerella. This is the first video of 2018. God damn it! I swear it's gonna take me 2 months to remember to write 2018 instead of 2017. I feel like that's the standard thing. 2 months at the beginning of the year for everyone to get used to the fact that we're in a new year. But yes, it is 2018. I cannot believe it. The years are just flying past way too fast and I'm just blinking and they're going, like seriously. So as I said, today's video is the first video of 2018. Oh my god, and we're starting it on something that happened in 2017. Woo! Great start, but I feel like I just want to get it out of the way, start the year refreshed so we can just move on. But before we jump into it, I have a few things that I want to announce. Just like the last video, I had multiple things that I wanted to announce. First thing, if you didn't watch my last video, this year I am implementing into my channel a new segment where I do a Q&A every month, but it is also a giveaway. So this Q&A slash geekaway, that's really cute actually, I like that. So this Q&A slash geekaway, I'm definitely gonna keep using that. It's something that I'm gonna be doing every month where you guys ask me questions and the best question wins a prize. A prize that I will, oh my god, someone died. I swear to god, I have like a family of elephants that live above me. That or serial killers. So it is my goal this year to do the Q&A every single month so that I'm able to send one of you guys something every single month. All you've got to do to enter the giveaway is ask me a question and hashtag it, talk geeky to me. I've got a lot of questions on my last video where people have hashtagged it. So if you want to jump in on this and you haven't watched my last video or heard about what I'm doing, please leave me a comment below and hashtag it if you want to be involved in the Q&A slash geekaway. And of course, you can definitely ask me questions on my social media accounts as well. I have Instagram, which is @KimberlyMelville, and my Twitter is @Geekerella12. That social media handle will probably be changing a little bit soon because I'm trying to make all of my non-YouTube social media handles like my name, which is Kimberly Melville. So I'm wanting it to all be the same, but my YouTube channel is obviously Geekerella. So yes guys, please make sure to ask your questions on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, on this video, wherever you feel like you want to do, and hashtag that. Talk geeky to me if you want to be part of the contest. I'm going to be filming that video in a few days, so make sure to get them in ASAP. Secondly, I did some very random and impromptu live streams recently, and these were done with my good YouTube friends Max Prime Reviews and Esky from Geek Girls Online. I didn't really announce it here on my YouTube channel because it was a bit random, so if you guys are not following me on Twitter, you need to be following me on Twitter if you want to get these notifications. If you don't have Twitter, then just make an account. It's free. Everybody uses it. So make sure to get your ass over to Twitter because there may be some live streams that we're doing in the future and there might be a little impromptu and I don't have time to notify you guys here on the YouTube channel. So definitely follow me on social media for the 1000th time. So if you do want to watch those two live streams, the first live stream we talked about in depth our extra thoughts on Justice League. I already did my review, but we talked about a little bit more and we kind of bounced off each other with our different theories and ideas. And if you guys like want to watch that and us talking about it, I'm going to leave a link to the first live stream in the description below. It is on Max Prime's channel. If you already subscribed to him, then you probably already know about it. The second live stream we did was directly after that, and we basically did a 2017 geek thing and review. We talked about all things geeky, everything that happened that year, what we thought about it, and it was very fun. So I'll leave a link to that live stream as well. It was all done on YouTube, Google Hangouts, so definitely check them. They are in the description below. So if you've got a little bit of extra time, be sure to check out those live streams in the description below, and make sure to subscribe to both the guys' channels because they're both awesome. The third thing I want to announce, the third and final thing, don't worry, I'll never do more than 3 announcements in a video. I am going to New Zealand this weekend. No, next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. I've taken 2 weeks off from work and I'm going over with one of my best friends, Sim. You guys might know her, she's been on my channel a few times. I go to all different conventions and free comic book days with her, and we're going over to New Zealand. It's our first time going to New Zealand. We're very freaking excited. We're going to go to Hobbiton and see all these awesome places. We're going to find like some places that they film Xena in because we're both massive Xena fans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to actually vlog the journey. So I'm very bad at vlogging out in public. I'm fine sitting down in front of the camera and like talking to you guys, but out in public and, you know, just doing stuff, it's a little bit awkward. I feel a little bit self-conscious, but I'm going to try my best because I think it would be really awesome to document our experiences there. And if any of you guys are going to New Zealand sometime soon or want to go to New Zealand or hadn't even considered going to New Zealand, I want to show you guys what it's like there, what we did and our experiences, and hopefully it will help you. So that is all for the announcements today, guys. Whew, I'm already losing my voice. It's also currently 42 degrees Celsius here. So if I start melting into a puddle of goo, you know why. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into the December comics. My hair is sticking to me like honey. As per usual, let's start with DC and let's start with the Superfan. Firstly, I have Action Comics 993. I'm almost caught up to this, and like I never have anything to fault with this series. It's just fantastic. It's one of the best titles coming out of DC right now, and if you are a Superman fan and you're not reading it, like, as I say, why are you alive? I don't know. But this is issue 993, and I also have issue 994 here, and these covers are always so amazing. They're just so freaking good. Jurgens is a great writer for Action Comics. He's just been so good so far. I think Jurgens, Tomasi, and Gleason have just been killing it with the DC rebirth when it comes to Superman, Super Sons, and Action Comics. Like, they're just so good, and they've definitely become some of my all-time favorite Superman writers, like, absolutely. I also have Action Comics 994, and I'm very excited. We are so close to the 1000th issue. And that's going to be epic. I just cannot wait. Next in the Superfan, we have Superman issue number 37. And I love that John is being, you know, just shown in this series. He does have his own series, Super Sons, which I'll show you in a second. But I just love how everything is integrated. Superman now is, I mean, we've never really seen him as a dad much. So the fact that he's just this dad in Rebirth makes him just so much cooler, because he's got so much more responsibility to deal with. He's raising a son, and this son has superpowers. It's difficult just raising a child anyway, I would assume. So adding on all this extra stuff is just absolutely insane. So I really love what they're doing with Superman at the moment. So this is issue number 37, and issue number 36 was before that one, so sorry. So issue number 36 and issue number 37, which I've just thrown on the floor. Next in the Super Fan, we have Super Sons issue 11, which I'm now up to date with. This series is just so good. If you're a Superman fan, Batman fan, this is really great. If you don't really like Damian that much, that's okay, because I think he's kind of balanced out with John, who is just the cutest little kid ever. Like, he's just adorable. So if you really don't like Damian's annoying up himself attitude, then I feel like it's okay to read this series, because it's not all about him, and John does actually change him quite a bit, which is really cool. So highly suggest reading Super Sons if you haven't yet. I'm sure there's like a trade or two out, but you can just pick it up instead of picking up the single issues, because we're up to issue number 11. Last in the Super Fan, I have New Superman issue number 18, which I'm also up to date with. This series does not get enough credit. It's actually really good, and I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, like, it's just a rip-off of the original Superman, but yes, he is a ripoff, but that's kind of what's cool about it, because it is a pun on a made in China Superman, because he's a Chinese Superman and they've just taken Superman's powers and inserted it in him. So he is just like a cheap knockoff, but he's trying to deal with these powers and, you know, kind of not come across as a cheap knockoff. He's trying to come into his own personality and his own self. Who is he as the new Superman? Who is he as Superman of China, as the head of the Justice League of China? I find it's a very emotional series, and all the characters are really fun to read, and they're all quite different from their counterparts. So I would suggest picking up New Superman. It is so good. We're up to issue number 18 at the moment. Next, we're going to move into the Bat Fam, and I have Detective Comics issue number 970, and I also have 971. I'm very behind on this. I can't stand Tom King writing Batman. Like, he's good, then he's bad, he's good, then he's bad. I need something constant, and it's not constant. I cannot stand it. It needs to be good always. I can't just be picking up all these issues when I don't like them. So I've kind of converted over to Detective Comics, because I feel like that's just the better story at the moment. So yeah, so I'm up to, we've got 971 and 970. Next Bat issue I picked up is Batman White Knight. This is issue number 3. This is a mini series at the moment. It's all like involving the Joker and Batman and all. That sounds pretty generic, I know. I have Batgirl issue number 18. I am up to date on this, thank God. I loved all the stuff with Nightwing. It broke my heart that they're not really gonna be together at the moment, but that's alright. Batgirl probably needs to be solo for a little while, come into her own. And I'm really loving this series. I think I'm pretty sure, yeah, Hope Larson is still on it. She is a really good Batgirl writer. I just love the dialogue, everything's so witty and fun, and I just love that kind of girl vibe to it. I feel like I relate to it sometimes with some of the issues she has, even though she's a kick-butt superhero. I still feel like at times I can understand the issues that she goes through, so that's really cool, and I love that that's implemented in this series. Next series I have here is a Gotham City Garage, which I just read, I believe, issue number 3, and I feel like issue 1 and 2 were really great. Issue 3, I feel like that was the Harley Quinn issue, and I didn't really like that one that much, so I was a bit concerned that I ended up picking. So this is issue number 4. I have issue number 5 here. I also have issue number 6. So I was a bit concerned reading issue number 3 and thinking, oh, I don't like this too much, but I picked up 3 issues in December, so I'm gonna read them through. Hopefully it's just that I'm not really keen on Harley Quinn. Like, she's okay as a character, but I wouldn't actively go out and pick up a comic about her. She's just not my kind of character that I would read, so I'm hoping that was just a one-off, so I'm gonna get up to date to that and find out what's happening. And the last one I have in the Bat family is Nightwing, The New Order, issue number 5. There's only one more issue to this. This series has been really good so far. A really cool like Elseworlds series where it's like set in an alternate future, and it's all about Nightwing and all the stuff that he's done in his past to the superheroes and tried to make a better world, a world that he feels like what it needs to be. Next up, we've got some Wonder Woman issues. I'm so behind on Wonder Woman. What I'm gonna do is catch up completely on Wonder Woman and see if I want to continue the series, because as soon as Greg Rucka left the series with Nicola Scott, I hate to say it, but it just dropped so bad. I really wanted it to stay good, but it just dropped, and I think all the different writers were just very jarring, so I just decided I'd just put it aside. I'd still collect it, but eventually catch up, and I just still haven't yet because I'm a bit worried that it's just gonna suck. So guys, let me know if you're liking Wonder Woman at the moment, because I'm just like not caring about it too much, and I think I'm just gonna stop picking it up, get up to date, and if it's good I will begin picking it up again, but I'm unsure. So I have Wonder Woman 36, Wonder Woman 37, oh, and that's it. I thought I had more than that. No, just the 2 issues. Next we'll move into event comics. I'm getting kind of annoyed at the moment because Metal and Doomsday are running parallel to each other, and it's quite annoying because I like reading one event series at a time, because Metal has so many issues connected to it, and I just, like, people that don't want to spend $1 million on their comics every week just can't keep up to date with all the different issues that are coming out with Metal. So I'm getting quite annoyed that they're pumping out so many issues, and then they're like, oh, by the way, Doomsday's coming out too, and that's going to cost like $11 per issue, and there's going to be 12 issues. And now I'm just ranting, I'm sorry, but it's just, it's when you just don't have enough money to spend on comics per week, you've just got to like stifle out the really bad ones, and it's hard to, when there's so many good things happening, that you've just got to decide between certain ones. So yeah, ran over, but like, why would you have 2 freaking event series going at once? Like, it's so stupid. Anyway, I have Hawkman Found issue number 1, so this is connection to the DC Metal series at the moment, the event series that's going on. So that looks pretty awesome. And I also have Dark Knight's Metal issue number 4. I feel like they're all pretty good. I don't think I can actually decide which one has been the best so far. They've all been like very creepy in their own right, so, but I like that we've actually seen the backstory to it, and it's been very fun reading about how they all connect to the series. So Dark Knight Metals issue number 4. I haven't read this one yet, but I'm very excited to get into it. And the last in the DC pile is Doomsday Clock, and this is, are we up to issue 2? Issue number 2, and I have the Lex Luthor cover. The first issue was the Rorschach cover, which I really enjoyed. The first issue to me was okay, but it wasn't anything out of the box. So I'm hoping this issue will be a lot better. What do you guys think of Doomsday Clock at the moment? Did you like the first issue? Is the second issue any better? Leave your opinions in the comments below. We are moving on to Marvel, and guess what, guys? I have more than one book to show you. Look at all these Marvel books! They may not all be current, but I picked up some Marvel books, so. First book I have is obviously the only series from Marvel that I'm currently reading ongoing, is Venom, and this is issue 159. I love Venom. They also decided to pick up some True Believer comics because they did just release some kind of Dark Phoenix ones, and I'm really keen on reading more about Dark Phoenix. She is definitely one of my favorite Marvel characters. It's a female. Marvel does this thing where they release like an old comic from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, one issue. They release it for $1, and if you're interested in picking up more about the series, of course they sell it like in single issues. You can go hunting for them back in whatever era they're from, or they also have like trade paperbacks where you can go and pick them up as well. So I decided to pick up, the first one I have is Cyclops and Marvel Girl. Next one I have is A Phoenix Returns. Looks so good! Oh my god, I'm very excited to have that one. They also have Phoenix Classic, which looks equally awesome. And the last one I have is Enter the Phoenix, which is like some old school Marvel. Love me some old school Marvel, so I'm like super excited to read those. That's my Marvel pile. It is more than one book, so be proud of me, guys. Fan me with appreciation. The next log of comics are independent comics, and I actually don't have a huge amount. I always have a massive amount of independent comics, but not this month. I have Curse Words, and this, what issue is this? Oh, this is the holiday special. Curse Words, a holiday special, which I probably should have read in the holidays, but I didn't. Next comic I have is Misfit City. I was gonna say episode 8. Issue 8, I've got Star Wars on the brain for some reason. I have Motor Crush, issue number 9, and this is probably my favorite cover in this series so far. It's just the colors are so popping, and light blue is probably my favorite color of all time, so I mean, I'm a little bit biased, but it just looks so awesome. Next I have Lazaretto, issue number 4. I actually haven't read 2 or 3 of this one yet, but basically it's like a zombie apocalypse revolving around a college. So very interesting concept. Next I have Genius Cartel, issue number 4. And I also have issue number 5 of Genius Cartel. This is really cool. It has like a very like dark angel vibe. If you ever used to watch that TV show, it was so good. And I was so upset when it finished season 2 and left us on the biggest, fattest cliffhanger of all time. I'm still salty about that. And the last book I have is Dark Fang, issue number 2. This is about vampires. It is like right up my alley, so I got issue number 2. So that is it for all my comics for December, guys. What did you pick up? Or tell me your favorite comics for December. Tell me your favorite comics for the year as well. I was thinking about doing my favorite comics of 2017, but honestly, I just don't feel like I have the right to say what my favorite comics are, as I'm so behind in everything. So I'll definitely make it my goal to maybe do my favorite comics of 2018. I feel like that is a much better goal to have. Make sure to follow me on my social media, guys. As I said, you may miss out on random live streams that I do with other people, stuff like that. Be sure to follow me. All my links are in the description below for my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Goodreads account as well. And make sure to ask me a question for the Q&A, guys. If you want to get in that, I will be filming that in a few days, so pump it out on Twitter, Instagram, or on my YouTube here. You can leave me a comment and hashtag it, Talk Geeky to me. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye!